Alright, here's one. It's got a big gear on the front. That's probably good. Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and gray, and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago, he told me there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills, which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day, the usually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout post attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ship sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack, the enemy would return to finish the destruction they had started so long ago. I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. I am excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense for these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I have begun work on a plan for protection. Here's a diagram. I have no idea what it is. Is this a lookout post, maybe? After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have, as of yet, traveled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since Everdunes, and it is already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time, instead of the nuisance they have been in the past. All 3 of us, along with 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Islands, where most of my materials are stored. I am very pleased with their intelligence and their creativity. It is refreshing to see, as they work on some small projects of their own. So here's a staircase and some arrows. It has been over 4 months now, and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for its gray sky. They detest the gray sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were like the blue sky in mist. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. So Emmett was the first person in the stone ship age. Yeah. Okay. It has been 6 months of work, and we have finally finished the fortress. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands due to rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I have designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography. I began experimenting with on my visits to Aspermere. It will be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide. So here's some gears. Track. Sufficient protection for all of us. The black ships have come, their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. This is insignia of black ship. It's got like a little cross and a crescent. Last night we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I have had a healthy adventure and have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe I have begun. But first I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to mechanical age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I am confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. Okay, so this is mechanical age. The way that he writes about the people that he encounters in these ages, it's very, like, technical, and it's very detached. A little bit colonialist, I think. So that was mechanical age. He also, like, talks about his sons as if they're kind of, like, nuisances. He even says that they were a nuisance, but now that they're grown a little bit more, they can help him build stuff. Alright, so that was this one. That was mechanical age. Are there any more books? Are we done? No. No. That might be it. Yeah, okay. So we have a book about Channelwood, a book about Stone Ship, a book about this volcanic one that I don't think has a name. We have the grid diagrams, over 200 of them, and we've got the mechanical age with the fortress and the black sky. Alright. Here's a fireplace. Oh, I can go in the fireplace. Here's a This is a grid. Okay, that just opens. Okay, I could try doing some of the grids, but there's over 200 of them, so I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Let's see if maybe there's a... Oh, hey. Some clouds. It's a painting. I was going to maybe see if I can find a clue, like, which one of the diagrams I should use there. I also had the thought that when we went up the elevator, there was a thing that said 241, which is like 2:41, which is like a time. And over here, this is a clock. So maybe if I can get this thing to say 241, something will happen. Right now it's 6:30, so... Okay. Wait, no, I think that was a minute hand. Yeah, okay. That's 1. Here we go. That's 2. That's 235. There's 240. I don't know if I can get to 241. Oh, hey! Hey, look at that! I did it! I did a puzzle! Let's turn that on. I have no clue how many marker switches we've done. Okay. I think it's a 221. Oh. Okay, that didn't work. I think it's a 221. I'm actually going to go back and check. Gotta do this painting. this is when I turn the tower to look at the gear. Alright, and this is the key. 221. Oh, 240. It wasn't 241. Okay. 221. Here we go. So let's see if I can actually do this puzzle and get somewhere. Have I counted all the marker switches? Have I flipped them all? Let me look at... So here's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, there wasn't one at the library, so there were 7. So there might be 7. Wait, I gotta open the door. Here we go. I'm gonna try 7. There might be something... I think if I go here... Yeah, I can't go over there. Alright, I'm gonna do like one loop. I'm gonna try to do one loop of the island. Oh, here's one. So that's number 8. And this is like a boiler. With a safe in it. Okay. That was 8 marker switches, though. I think. So let's try to get this message, and then I'm going to try to do that thing on the little gear place. That. There we go. I don't know if it liked that. There it is.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But... if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
Okay. So someone has destroyed most of his books. We saw that. It was... most of the books were burned. He suspects Achenar, who's the son in the blue book, but he isn't sure. He's placed the rest of the books in places of protection, and says that hopefully Catherine, his wife, won't have to use them. If she forgets the keys, use the tower rotation. So we did use the tower rotation. We rotated towards the gear. We got the message 240 and 221. Set the clock to 240. That made this go up. And then, theoretically, we can get this to go to, say, 221. Maybe. Alright. 231. No. I think when this drops, I have to, like, reset it. Let's try that again. Alright. Nope. 212. 223. No. Okay. So this one moves the top two. This one moves the bottom two. Okay, what if I go like that? No. Almost. Okay. And if I hold it down... Oh, it turns the bottom two and then just the middle one. Okay. And this one turns the top two and then just the middle. Okay. So theoretically, I should be able to... There we go. I did something. And this opened up. Should I... Oh no, that just reset it. And I closed it. Okay. Alright, I undid whatever I did. Okay, Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted... There we go. And then... Nope. Alright, puzzles. Hooray! That's not what I want. I think I want this one. Okay. It did something, but I don't know what. Alright, maybe I'll go back here. Okay. Maybe I should go look at that other gear. It suddenly occurs to me that... Where is it? How do I get there? This way. Oh, yeah, look at that! Okay. Here we go. So, I think we're looking at the mechanical age with the lookout posts and everything's mostly underwater, but I could be wrong. Here we go. There we go. Okay. I am now in a new place. I think I'm going to save.